alone, baby alone.
The second I'll be alone, yeah.
And yeah, that's base note. I'll be alone, so alone, baby alone, without you. When you are gone, I pray, my darling, maybe I say, maybe that you'll be lonesome too, so lonesome too. Like the ocean in a sea. You guys come right out of that.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not when you hold it that long.
She held it longer.
Yeah, we should have little breaths.
You guys are gonna cover, it'll be taking a breath
Okay.
there.
You guys mean the bases for right?
Pardon? What?
You mean the bases are gonna cover us? Cover that?
Well, not only, all
ours.
Fly,
The ocean.
just fly, right there, fly.
Okay.
Fly, oh. Fly the ocean in a silver play. See the jungle when it's wet. See the jungle. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember till you're home again, you belong to me, dreaming while you're gone away. Darling, can't you see? I'll be dreaming
How's it feeling? Good?
Good, yeah.
It's fun to play a game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. The game is so much more interesting than just the basics. Like it's way like Jenga. It's really like emotional musical Jenga. That's what you're playing, like, ooh, I'll move that one there, you know? It's great. What would you like to do? How'd you like to proceed?
Okay, well, I want to just kind of, if there's anything to do with the standing arrangement.
All right, right, so you're probably going to be standing, my guess is, over there on the back row eventually, but not tonight.
She should
Yes.
stand on that, that's the problem.
That's the difficult thing. Up there, I have balance issues at times, so I can't.
Right, you guys don't have a back thing to lean on.
No.
Yeah.
Not here, no.
But on stage.
Then that's an issue.
Well, on stage there's an extra.
Oh, there's a chair?
Okay, so just tuck in there then. Let's just try you there in the front row then, okay? And then, so then let's switch you two around, okay?
Okay.
So a little bit more separation between the tenors.
Are you gonna be okay, Josie? Oh, there's a tenor in the front.
Don't make her cry. She is.
She's a front row girl. And,
She's a front row wannabe.
Constantly being shuffled to the back.
You make the exception for your person who needs extra assistance.
I haven't been on the front row for a few years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I've managed to deal.
Big girl.
Yeah.
Big girl in a tiny package.
Dynamite comes in small packages.
It's, no, it really is tough to have a tenor on the front row, like in a course this size at all, but your needs are,
I don't
okay.
intend to be, I mean, God forbid unless I had to be like wheeled out or something like that, I had every intention of standing, it's just
Yeah,
standing on
no.
that row is the concern.
yeah, no, totally, and I totally get that, you know, but it is what it is, right? We gotta take care of our people.
Absolutely.
So don't you give it a second thought?
Absolutely no, and I don't want to
Yeah,
scrub
you
the
know,
balance.
And you're really super beautiful, so, you know.
Nice to have her in the front
you
row.
know. And,
I got a really
and,
good picture of her.
and not for nothing, but the outlines could use a little bit more like
Right?
highlight on the visibility of color. So you don't mind being like totally cookie, do you? Oh my God. Let's see.
Oh, I like it.
She didn't want to.
Now, when we put all those pictures on the Jumbotron down there, and we'll just say, this is what you missed.
Wow, they really take their makeup seriously. Those eyebrows.
They know how to show anger.
Okay, so could you do me a favor then? Could you please stand over on that side? Yeah, over on that side. And then maybe what we can do, Nancy, Yulin comes back. You could go up one, like maybe in between them, and maybe Nancy, Yulin can then stand there. And you can go back over there.
Yes.
You go up there, yeah, and on this side,
Okay,
on the back row.
on the back?
Mhm.
You're just everywhere. Jessica.
Over.
Okay.
Bam.
You're backing like
That's
this.
okay.
This is good. This is good
Okay.
for me.
What am I doing?
Yeah, this is
Did you just
good.
move me? She moved me, I just want to know. You can't have Josie, get out of there.
That's right, Melissa.
Right? And then we can put Nancy Yulin right there.
Right there.
Right
Right here.
Second
row. She should be able to stand.
She'll be able to
on the second
stand?
row.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and that way she's got people behind her.
Yes, yeah.
And beside her and in front of her, so she's, if, you know, if
Yep,
there's
we
just
got
another
her.
crew in front, that she's
We got
not.
her.
Good. Okay, let's just give this a shot, okay?
Okay.
All right.
The balance.
Yeah, the ballot, yeah. So just the emotionality, just listen to your brain, listen to your heart, relax into it, around you, and just push the other.
Yeah.
Careful, not the hand.
No, I can't stand still.
I can't either.
You know what I'm saying? At your best.
Do it quicker next time, but you're down.
Give them a second to locate, because everybody else is depending on it.
Okay.
I am going to be your pretend audience. Remember, this is my story you're telling. I'm in your audience, and I want to know. I want you to be telling me, yeah, that's exactly what it feels like when my partner goes away. That's how I feel. My love, while you're away, I hope you follow your. Okay, one more time. You know why the follow all this work?
Yes.
Because you were too intent to run away.
Right.
Yeah. While you're away, it's the Red Sea parting. You're away out there in the world. If you start too tentatively, you got nowhere to go with the rest of the song. Start it like it's a frickin' up tune. I mean it. Think, hey babe, and you're in the airport or wherever you're at with this person. You're setting them off. You're not like, please come back. Like, no, it's not about your feelings at that moment. It's about you going, go. Be bold, be your life, do your life. I love you, you're out there, you're free, you're wonderful, you're marvelous, everybody's gonna love you. That's what the intro has to be.
Okay.
And then the rest of the song is like, I can see all these beautiful things that you're seeing, and I wish I was seeing them with you. And then there's the odd moment where it's like, but remember me. But
it's not about me, it's about you seeing all these things, but, you know, remember me, but, you know, just remember me, but just you, it's about you, it's about you, you know it's about you, but you want to let them know that it's about them, okay?
Okay.
So paint that picture.
Go have fun, but don't forget that.
Yeah, go have fun, and I'll be here for you, babe, when you come back from your adventures, because whatever you're doing is going to make you a better you. You do you. This is a song about championing somebody else and letting them know that, and I am not going to walk away. I'll be here when you come home. I'll be here. There's a little thread, but you're not holding them back. Be bold. Be fearless.
My love, while you're away, I hope you follow your dreams and let your heart's desire roam free.
Okay, one more time. So if you close your fingers, you're going to close your fingers. You just got to follow all your dreams. And it's just going to be 2 big moves. While you're away, I hope you follow all your dreams. That's it. Follow all your dreams. Follow all your dreams. She's not going to give you every move. Follow all your dreams. You just know that it has to fall into that pattern. Okay? Yes. Your story is already told. Now sing it.
My love,
Yay.
while you're away, I hope you follow all your dreams and let your heart's desire roam free.
What's your emotion?
No worry,
Okay, great. That was really good. Okay, so when you want them to cut off, do not close your fingers. They'll shut their engine. Whoa. So if you want, what I would do there,
To bring O up.
yeah, that's okay. You can do that. Make sure your elbows aren't in or it won't.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So you notice this one more time for the intro. Okay. Watch what I do in order to get the basses to come in first while everybody else is. They're not ending on a consonant, so they can peter out a little bit. And basses, you're going to breathe first, and then C is going to be at the end of their O. Got it? So, the edge.
my love, while you're away, I hope you follow all your dreams and let your heart's desire roam free. No worry, see the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise from a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See,
Right, so B, C. I'm going to hold out every one of those and C. So basically, you got to be ready to C before they even end. Okay, you got what I mean? So just at the. I'm going to follow my dreams and legs. So dreams and legs. So if you're in motion up like this, you're going to have a suspension in the breath.
And I,
That's the width and the height. No, so all breaths are. And it's just what you got. That's it. It's none of this big stuff. That's no worry, oh. And I get the size that I want from their body. Oh, lower body. motion for the breath, and then bang, C, C. And then I've got the height for the C. Whoa, C. And that's the signal for everybody to breathe on that height. So when they come in on C, it won't be C. See what I mean? Whoa, see the pyramids. And then I get the picture along the Nile. And again, off into the breath. Nile. Lean in. There's the picture. Paint it. Lead. Tropic Isle. All the while you. So it's always lead, press, always in motion. And that's my lower body. Okay? Isn't directing really fun? And you thought it was easy.
No, she was right, it's terrifying.
So the game for the director is, again, just like I said to you, how you turn your technique into an emotional story. It's the same thing for her. I just turned all of that technical information into a story that I was painting, a picture that I was seeing. Now, I've had a lot of practice at doing this, so it comes more naturally to me because I have done it really wrong a lot. And I'm tearing it down. What does this mean? Oh, when I do this, when my hands are this way, you'll sound one way. If I'm like this, you'll sound another way. If my fingers are spread and I'm moving my elbows, you'll sound differently than if I'm doing this. Just try it. Just go from the beginning. I'll show you what I mean so you have a couple things to play with. Ready? And my love. Ready? My love. My love. My love.
Wow.
3 different sound shapes.
Yeah.
And if you're on while, I have to direct my love a certain way so I don't get while instead of while. Ready? And my love. While you're away, I hope you follow all your dreams. Follow all your. You're still flunky. What am I doing wrong? One more time. And my love. While you're away, I hope you follow all your dreams. There's the height of dreams. Width and height. One more time. And my love. While you're away, I hope you follow all your dreams. Let your heart's desire roam free. No worry, oh. See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise from a tropic isle. See, so I'm just painting the shapes of how I want the sound to be. That's it. Yes. Yes. If I want more breath and there's sound, always elbows out and shoulders low. Lower body, shoulders low. Hips and shoulders very weighted. Lots of float in the hands. And think of the back of your wrists. If I direct the front of my wrist energy, it's different than the back of my wrist energy. Can we try that one more time? And you'll hear it. So stand right here, you gotta hear it. Are you ready? My love. Back of the wrist energy. My love. There we go. One more time. My love. Never get a sound together. My love. You're away. While you're away, I hope you fall. So while you're away, you guys come in when you're ready. And my love. While you're away,
going through their consonant sounds. Ain't it fun?
Yes.
It is.
It's actually fascinating.
It is, because
Yeah.
I'm conscious.
We'll be talking to a few of you about assistant directing.
But you know, sometimes if you're not getting what you want, Connie, what you can do is just like slow it down and go, okay, do that chord again, let me try it a few different ways. You know, she needs to find some new tools, because she's exhausted the tools she's got, and everybody here is ready to go to the next level, right? You can agree with this? So she needs the opportunity, and not only that, you need the opportunity to know how you're gonna read her and what you're looking for, you know? And when you all can locate, aha, it feels like that for me, that's my emotional game, and that gives me exactly,
Sorry, I'm toasted.
all right, bye. All right,
We're doing voice play.
Worked way too much. I'm fried, I'm sorry, this is my limit. Okay.
all right.
Michaela, thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming.
Michaela.
Good night, Ruth.
We're good, we're good. So, when you have the chance to slow them down and go, okay, what's the difference between this and that and this and that, and try the different sounds out. You guys will know when it feels right to you, and you'll know when it feels right to you, and you go, okay, it's this thing. And you can try and repeat that over and over. You'll probably find out over time, you will start using instinct to do it. You might not get the same direction every single time, but you'll know what you're all going for. You know what I mean? And you can be flexible inside that, because if at some point in the performance, you know, when you're in performance, and she's not getting the sound that she wants out of you, instead of her going into trying to get you to sing what, you know, the plan is that she wants, she can just like turn her hands sideways, or try using more lower body, or try using the back, oh yeah, on the back of my wrist, without her snapping right back into old behavior. She gets to explore like, oh yeah, this gives me more lift, this gives me more truth, this makes a sparkier sound on a darker bell. So sing for me, on an for me, and okay, so lead, tenor, baritone, bass, equal chord, and you guys are me too, ready?
It becomes brighter.
I'm just changing my mouth with that.
Exactly, this is exactly what I say, you stay in the game, and then all she has to do is shape your game. Not the plan of the song, she's shaping the game to help enhance the emotional qualities of the sound. So you don't have to think so much about what am I supposed to do as a machine. I mean, if you do that work, then your body is prepared to change as she changes she's directing the shape of your machine. And with emotional quality behind it. All you have to do is stay in the game of that shape, playing with the shape. You see what I'm saying, how easy this is? Well, how simple it is. I didn't say it was easy, but it is simple. It's a simple concept, right? You belong, and then you disguise some elements of the plan if you want into it, but nothing, no sharp edges, because not everybody's going to catch it at the same time, unless you're like, and they know you're going for it, and then BAM! And you smack something down and then back off right away. Yeah, like la, and then you release into it really slowly with lots of relaxation. If you try to control everything after that, they will get locked into a bad game. You want to take them by surprise sometimes, so they're just like, BAM! There's the energy, and then you just milk it, because all that energy is going to be so out there. It's like Cesar Millan, you know, if you got a dog that's pulling on a leash, if you keep like pulling tension, they'll keep pulling away from you. But if you just like snap a little bit, they'll like, and then relax the leash, they're like, okay, I meant to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's,
For my dog.
right?
You had a dog, okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
So, do you understand what you're looking for now? And do you understand what you're looking for now? In your story, how do you shape your story? If you were singing this, like directors, we forget that we're musicians. We're using our ears and we're trying to make you guys do stuff, but we don't really ever get the chance to, we don't sing on stage. What if I was shaping the way that I feel inside when I'm singing this? What if you were directing your shape? Putting your emotion into your shape. Don't worry about them. They'll read the shape and the emotion. In the end.
That's because her eyes are still shut?
Yeah.
Her eyes are shut?
Yeah, she needs to feel what's happening in her body. Instead of seeing like the elements happening, she needs to see it, when she's singing at the top of her game. She's still a vocalist. If she's directing what a vocalist would do in this game, that's all they need to see, that and the emotional, and they'll follow. They will sing exactly what you feel as a singer, instead of what you think as a director. And one of the ways you can really rehearse this, sit down and listen to Barbra Streisand and let your voice and your space change with whatever you hear. You will feel. You can practice without actually singing. You can practice all of this space without even uttering a sound. Practice the coordination of what you perceive music to be and how physically it manifests in your body. You don't even have to make a sound. And so when I say to you, you've got 20 seconds to imagine yourself at your highest level, you should be going to that place. My God, it's huge. What do you think of them apples? You like apples?
Yeah, except they don't like me.
Violets.
Yes.
That's singer's tea. Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
Singer's tea?
Singer's tea, oh.
I can't do that.
You can't do singer's tea?
No.
Don't give singer's tea to Pam. Yes. No to Pam. And she's in the front row. All right, you want to try it?
Sure.
Let's go. So shape is the feeling of your sound and the emotion that goes into it. You got this. My love. You cannot hold back. You gotta be fierce. You gotta be fiercely in it. Okay? No tentativeness. Tender does not mean reserved. As a matter of fact, you have to be more fierce when you're tender. Okay? And don't be afraid to be, don't be so gentle with them. Push them around. Yep, push them around, but not the plan. Push them around emotionally. And you might want to give them the emotion just before the emotion that you want to have happen. You've got to start it. So, while you're away, if you look at me, I go, my love. I'm already thinking while you're away. While you're away, I hope you follow your dreams. I'm already there on away, so that they can read what they're going to on you just before you go. I hope you follow all your dreams. I'm already thinking, and let free. I'm already on free before I get there. The heart, free. But so by the time they're free, they're reading free on my face, so they're naturally going into the emotion that's about to come.
You don't need words.
No. I'm talking about the emotion of whatever the next emotion is. You got to give it to them right at the end of the last one, so they naturally are conversational about it instead of. And on that free, don't worry, oh, see the pyramid along the Nile, see the Kaaba, just remember, then it gets too compartmentalized. It's got to flow. So you can flow fiercely. You can be really fierce with your music if you're giving them a heads up on the emotion. So, while you see how I'm already setting up for while you're away, follow your dreams, and so they're getting the emotion on the breath. Let you
heart free, no worry, oh. See, I'm already seeing. See the pyramid along the Nile. I'm already on the next picture by the end of that word. So just, and you can watch sunrise in the tropic isle. And all the while, I'm already on the you belong to me. Because then they know where they're going emotionally. All the while. And they get fierce with whatever the next emotion is. Lead them by your emotion. Lead with emotion. That's the thing that tells them where they're going, not these. This just shapes the sound. Okay? Make sense? Play. Play. Explore. Watch for her to lead you. My love.
While you're away, I hope you follow your dreams and let your heart's desire.
Okay, so you see she did really, really well at the beginning, but she did let your heart's desire. She did it after the breath. Dreams. She was still, her emotion was still in dreams. And could you see how the breath on dreams didn't go anywhere? Dreams. And let. You gotta be on the end of dreams. You gotta be thinking of and let. And that way, there's broadcast over top of that. Dreams and let dreams. If you stay in dreams and let. That's exactly what they'll sing. You know what I mean? You gotta lead them through everything. Everything. You gotta be one step ahead of them emotionally.
What Jim said was that everything is the director's fault.
Sadly, we can
Yeah.
screw it up really easily.
Guess who gets to do mirror work this week?
Yeah, guess what? So do we.
It's going down my narcissistic side. Yes.
So our sound was still tentative.
Yes.
So why is that?
I think it's because she's not going, while you're away, this thing will happen, and then this thing will happen. She's still pleading. Wow.
Is that your story? Do you have a pleading story, Connie?
Show me what you're doing. Let me stand over here for a second.
Yay, thanks.
I shall.
Oh,
Are we speaking? Yeah, there we go.
let me change my story now. It's been so long since anybody left me alone. I get left alone, that was a lot of years ago. And then I come back. So let me just,
Could be a friend.
okay.
Yes, you do.
Your cat, go inside. I think about Nancy.
Nancy, you.
Don't. That's what I think of.
Okay, here we go.
My love.
We paid attention to you. When you,
Yes, you did.
we were with
And that last page particularly.
So how's that feeling, like reading her in a different way?
It's hard,
Good. It should be hard. And you know what? It will be hard until it's not anymore. But you have to develop a language that you all can read. It's like, reading a book. Here's a book in a new language. I've just dropped at your lap. Okay. So you're all going to learn the language together, which is great. It's great because as you discover the language together, then you all are on the same page. See the metaphor? Page.
But over the weekend, she had less direction,
Yes.
and now she has more.
Well, she'll have to find the balance between that, as long as she's not going back to trying to show you where the plan is.
Right.
Now, you can practice this in a couple ways. She can practice by having, like, if her hands are hanging down here, so will your sound be. But if her body's engaged, and she's just like,
You gave her like real defined movement, like just right here.
yeah, right on
Over the
the
weekend.
itches. This is called the itches.
Right, yeah. So,
This is what I call the surgery plate. I pick up the tool, I put it
I
back
get
there.
that.
I always
I've
pick
been
up the tool, I put it back.
And her juice is considerably lower than where mine has gone.
Yeah, and on purpose, because you give me a
well.
broader, more supportive sound.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes I will be up here, but I will usually keep something on my hips or my hand down here. I will very rarely be up here like this, because you'll start singing like that.
Isn't it amazing how all those little body cues are subconsciously changing what we do?
Yes. Yes, everything for the director is intent.
Because you're right, I just realized that I am noticing that when you do that, I'm trying to broaden the sound.
Yeah.
And just even not singing and you do
Right,
that.
just do that.
Feel
It
something
makes
in our
my-
bodies.
The back of my
Yeah.
mouth go, oh,
So, yeah, so that's what I was referring to. It seemed like with those movements that we had
You
over
can
the
get rid
weekend,
of a lot of stuff, yeah.
yeah, everything worked for us with that kind.
But notice my shoulders, they're always almost pressed down. I almost press my shoulders down
Mhm.
on purpose. Rarely will you see me
Yeah.
do this. Because that is exactly
And
the
then I
same.
noticed you have a lot of side to
Lot of
side
side.
movements
Yeah.
versus.
They can read a lot of side, they can't read a lot of this unless it's really
Yeah,
quiet
instead
and
of
you want them to
coming out.
lift over, but your whole body's gotta lift, and then plant. Because they can't really read sagittal movement this way. And when they do, we have a tendency to bend our body here, and that compromises their posture.
Was I doing?
No, not too much. You were really starting to play with this, it was very good, yeah.
But this movement causes
Height
stress.
with
This, like when you want it louder and you do this, it makes me like.
right, it's gotta be really, if you do this and push your, from your hips like this,
Yeah.
as you raise
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
like this, you'll get everything you want.
Yes.
because that's exactly what we do. Like I bend my knee and I start pulling it
I
all.
tell you, when I'm doing one of those, originally when I started learning how to do that, it's everything, all my directions, like there's like lightning bolts coming out of my fingertips from the core of my back, right here. Like right across the hips. It's like there's lightning coming out of my fingertips no matter what I'm painting. It's all lightning coming out of my fingertips from the center of my back. And it's just like I'm painting with light. Like it's all sparklers. And that gives me a lot of intention when I really physically, here, give me your arm. Face me. Try this out, okay? So I'm gonna try to do that on your arm. Try and resist me. You're working,
Trying to do something, what are you trying to do?
okay, well, you're working to stop me, right? Okay. Now what I want you to do is imagine right here around the back of your body, okay? And imagine like the power of like, the planet coming up through your feet. Spread your feet apart a bit. Give me more power from the whole belt down here, okay? I want you to imagine that whole coil of life that is you as a woman. You know, like history before you existed. You being the evolutionary tip of the sword. Coming all the way through your body, right from the center of your back. Shoulders, weight. I want you to feel the weight of your body. I want you to imagine electricity just shooting out of the end of your fingertips. See how easy it is to resist me? Can you see that the energy in your body is different? You're not trying, you're just doing.
Right.
That's where you need to direct
Yeah,
from.
you, I could hurt you if I tried. I mean,
Yeah,
You feel that way.
yeah,
exactly.
I could,
That
yeah,
powerful.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's not, you don't have to resist, it's just like, no.
It's all right, yeah, I mean, the power and strength is there, and I think
Oh,
that
be
same
alone,
thing,
so alone.
and I
with,
think that
Yeah.
same thing can happen
For
for
them.
the singer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're
They
singing,
will
yeah,
read your intention.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It'll make us wanna do it, I
Yeah,
think,
you guys have to be singing like there's electricity
yeah.
flying out of you. And when she's doing that, all you have to do is tap into that same thing, and you're in a whole other world. Want to try?
Should we